Hi and welcome back. We're gonna move, we're gonna flow, we're gonna do all things yoga for a little while at least. Grab props if you'd like to use them. Yoga blocks will come in handy today. A strap, belt, bolster, blanket, anything that you have that you can use as a prop, definitely grab them. I'll give you a few seconds to get those things and I'll see you right back here. Hi again and welcome once again. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to have all of you here. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. New practices every week, first thing Sunday mornings. We'll begin today in fish pose, Vinyasa. I'm just removing a block here under my seat. Grab a block if you have one. If you're not using a yoga block, grab a blanket or a bolster if you have. It will come in handy here for sure. The block or prop will be in between the shoulder blades as you lay back. That way you get the heart opening, back bending stretch without having to work at it, right? It'll just happen on its own since you will be fully supported. So lay back. Again, the prop will be in between the shoulder blades. So lay back and make sure your prop is starting in the middle of the back. The shoulder blades wrap around the prop. Relax your head back. You can kind of ease yourself into space. Then relax the arms out. Just let the legs drop out, the toes drop out toward the sides. And if it's comfortable for you to do so, you can close the eyes. And I invite you just to listen to the cues, listen to my voice as we set things up today. In certain instances, especially like now where we're laying back, the head is tilting back, it's just easier to listen to my voice than it is to watch what's going on. So this also gives you an opportunity to really tune in to the body so you can connect with what's happening and you can hear the cues and know what needs to happen as we lay back. Feel the shoulders melt back. If your eyes are open, just let the eyes soften. And just keep the breath moving nice and easy, in and out through the nose. In and out through the body. Maybe fire up a gentle ujjayi breath to help warm things up from the inside out. Let's hold it here for about 3 to 5 more deep breaths. Fish pose is a nice yin yoga stretch, so it's a pose that we can hold while the body is cold. You can hold it for quite a bit of time. If this was a yin yoga practice, we would probably hold it for about a minute or two before moving on. And as we release from this fish pose, since we're resting on a prop, you'll want to bend the knees to release coming off of it. Roll off to the side, roll off the prop, then remove it from behind you, return onto the mat, hug your knees in toward the chest. And give yourself a little rock, a little side to side if that feels good. And of course, doing what feels good is important, so modify things as they make sense for you today. We'll take a nice releasing twist, hug your right knee in, stretch the left leg out on the mat. Bring the right knee a little closer toward the shoulder, soften the shoulders back, give yourself a nice hip flexor release, then twist over to your left side, bring the right leg across the body, drop the right arm out behind you, and maybe turn your head to the right, or just look straight up toward the sky, and we'll hold it here for another deep breath. Returning through center, let go of the right leg, bring your left knee in, and we'll do the same thing the other way. Just start first with a nice hip flexor release. Relax the shoulders. Then twist over to your right side, bring the left leg across, drop your left arm out behind you. Try looking left if you can and holding for another full breath. Coming back through center, hug the knees in again. And yogi's choice, you can either roll to your side, come up to a seated position, or if it feels good to do so, you can rock a little up and down, using your breath for momentum. And then coming up on an inhale, come into a cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, bringing one ankle in front of the other. Does not matter which ankle you start with, because we're just going to switch and do both sides. So sitting tall, walk your hands out front. Nice spinal release, nice hip opening stretch. Hold here for another deep breath. Then slide the hands in as you return upright, and we'll switch the legs. Bring the opposite foot in front, the opposite ankle in front. Same thing, walking the hands out. And holding here for another full breath. Maybe two. And as you come out, just slide the hands in, return upright, uncross the ankles, the knees, come on to hands and knees. Let's go right to downward facing dog, getting right to it. We have a lot that I want to cover today. So feel free to walk out the feet in your first down dog if that feels good. Stretch out the legs, continue waking up the body. Then taking a big inhale, lift the heels high. As you exhale, sink the heels down. Take it forward to your plank pose, lining up the shoulders. You can chaturanga or drop the knees to modify. You can even lower all the way to the belly if you like. Inhale, upward facing. Return to downward facing dog. Let's put a little bend in the knees, look forward through the hands, and step or lightly hop your feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs when you get there, separate the feet just a few inches apart, head down, hands down, slowly roll up to stand as you press through, uncurl, lifting all the way up. Soften the shoulders, standing tall in Tadasana, inhaling, sweep the arms around. On the exhale, dive slow over the legs, soften knees if you need, lift the head up, chest up on the inhale. Send the left leg back as you exhale, low lunge. We'll do Vashisthasana side plank. Keep the left hand down, stack the right leg on top, face the right side of the room, right leg on top. Modify any way as you see fit, keeping the breath moving, and we'll hold for one more big inhale. On the exhale, plank pose, center it out, breathing in, chaturanga, breathing out. Inhale, upward facing. Back to your downward facing. Feel free to take child's pose if you like. We're here for about 3 deep breaths. And from your downward facing dog, look forward through the hands and step or hop the feet lightly. Lift the chest, inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, head down as you round. Big inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Exhale, dive right back over the legs, Uttanasana. Head up, chest up on the inhale. Exhale, right leg back, low lunge. Vashisthasana, side plank, face the left side of the room. So stack the left leg on top, just going the other way. Modify as you see fit. Try to do the same variation from the first side. Let's hold for another deep breath in. Then exhale, center plank, breathe in. And chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, upward facing. Back to downward facing or child's pose, 3 more deep breaths. Two more full breaths. One more. From your downward facing, look forward, step or jump the feet. Chest up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round it down. Bring the feet together, toes, heels close. Utkatasana, chair, sit deep, arms high. Then dive over the legs, head down. Step the left leg back, low lunge. Setting up Parsvottanasana, keep the back toes tucked on the mat as you slowly straighten the front leg. Blocks under the hands might be helpful here if your hamstrings are tight. So if you're not working with blocks, then if you need to put a little bend in the right knee, feel free. Let yourself round down. Try to relax the toes, level the hips, and we'll give it another full breath. Then take low lunge, put a bend in the right knee, look forward. Keep the legs strong, high lunge, come up. Look straight ahead past the nose. We're gonna set up a nice strength building sequence right here. Look straight ahead, step the left leg up, take both hands to the left knee. So lift up, hands to the knee. Bring the palms together. Straighten the left leg forward without sinking back. Keep the standing leg strong. Point your left toes up toward the sky. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Take it to warrior 3 as you sweep the left leg back. Reach forward, tilting forward like a seesaw. When you get here, level the hips and lower your fingertips to the floor without touching the floor. Like a little deadlift here. Then put a little bend in the left knee and sweep all the way back up to stand with the left knee lifting, arms overhead, step to high lunge, bring it back. Okay, so there's a little bit going on there. We're stepping up with the left knee bending, straightening the left leg, arms up, warrior 3, reach back, deadlift fingertips toward the floor. Bend the left knee, come back up, step to high lunge. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So look straight ahead. I'm gonna talk you through the whole thing. Look straight ahead at one point to help with your balance. Step up with the left knee, hands to the knee. When you get there, arms overhead, straighten the left leg. Warrior 3, sweep back, arms forward. Take the deadlift without touching the floor, fingertips reach for the floor. Bending up a little at the left knee, sweep all the way back up, lift the left knee up, arms overhead, high lunge, float back. One more like that. Look straight ahead, step up, hands to the left knee. Arms up, straighten the left leg. Warrior 3, sweep back, arms forward. Without touching the floor, fingertips reach for the floor, deadlift. Little bend in the left knee, sweep all the way back up, lift the left knee up, arms over, high lunge, float back. Good, all right, woo. Warrior 2, drop the arms out. There we go, now we're gonna stretch through the hips here. Look over the right hand, one breath. We'll reverse warrior, sweep the right arm over. Side angle, Parsva Konasana, lower the right arm and sweep the left arm around. Now you can always take a block and just put your hand on the block and reach for the floor. Or if you don't need a block, great, you can just reach for the floor, or you can keep the elbow on the thigh. Wrap the left arm if it feels good, a little half bind, full bind if it's in your practice. Let's hold for another deep breath. We'll take it to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, look down in front of the right foot. You're welcome to take a block with you as you reach out. Lift the left leg, lift the left arm high. Again, listen to my voice, listen to the cues, looking down to begin with. Lift up, lift away, and when you're stable to do so, when your balance is pretty good here, then look left, look up. If you're wobbling, shaking, keep looking down. All right, that'll help with your balance. One more breath. Return to warrior 2, float back, come up and reach out. Real yoga by real people, right? We'll take star pose, go to the left. Straighten both legs, lift the arms, angle the toes out, angle the heels in a little bit, goddess pose. Bend the knees, hands to the knees. So your knees line up over your heels. Make sure the knees aren't collapsing in. You get to adjust your feet and your knees as this makes sense for you. Sitting deep. Now sweep the arms over, lift into star. 2 more times as you sit. Come up, inhale. Exhale, sit. Inhale up. Warrior 2 to the front. Readjust the feet, right toes forward, bend deep through the right knee. Hold for another deep breath in. Then exhale, lower hands to the mat, turn on the back toes, low lunge twist and reach the right arm high, lift up. Lower the right hand down, downward facing, step back. You can hold it here or flow through. Your planks, chaturangas, up dogs are a good way to help neutralize the body, so if you can flow, you should. Hold for one more full breath. And looking forward through the hands, step or jump the feet lightly. Chest up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round it down, bring both feet closer together. Again, Utkatasana, chair, sit deep, arms high. Dive over the legs, let it go, head down. Right foot, step it back, low lunge. Option to grab blocks if you'd like to use them here. Slowly straighten the left leg, modified Parsvottanasana as you round. Soften the head down. Keeping the legs strong, but relaxing the toes so we're not gripping the toes on the mat. And we'll hold one more breath. Take it to low lunge, bending up at the left knee. Keep the legs strong, look forward for balance, press through, high lunge, come up, arms over. We'll do this 3 times the sequence. So the first time, if you want to just take it a little slower, we'll go step by step a little bit more. Look straight ahead to find your drishti, setting up your balance, then step the right leg up, hands to the right knee. Keep the right leg lifting, arms overhead. Now straighten the right leg forward. Keep the left leg nice and strong, warrior 3. Sweep back, level the hips, reach forward. Deadlift without touching the floor. Your fingertips reach for the floor. Then slowly, slightly bending up at the right knee. Come all the way up, 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 reach high. return to high lunge, float back, arms stay overhead. So 2 more times like that, putting it together. Look straight ahead, lift the right knee, hands to the right knee. Keep the right leg lifting, arms up, straighten the right leg forward, warrior 3. Sweep back, tilt forward without touching the floor, fingertips reach, deadlift. Little bend in the right knee, bring it all the way up, right knee lifting, arms overhead, high lunge, step back. 1 more time. Step up, grab the knee, arms up, straighten the right leg. Warrior 3, reach forward, right leg back, deadlift, fingertips toward the floor. Little bend in the right knee, come up, up, up. Bring the right knee up, arms over, high lunge, float back. Warrior 2, reach out. We'll hold for another full breath. Reverse warrior, left arm over. Parsva Konasana, side angle, left arm down. Feel free to reach your left arm all the way toward the floor. Use a block if you like, or you can keep your elbow on the thigh if you choose. Sweep the right arm over, holding the angle, or wrapping the right arm half bind, full bind if that's in your practice. Find length, relaxing the shoulders, and hold for another deep breath. Peeking down at your left foot, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, reach the left arm out, block in the left hand if you want to use it, right leg up, right arm high, lift up and away. Looking down to begin with, get your foundation settled. When you're stable to do so, look right, maybe look up, and hold for 1 more breath. Return to warrior 2, float back, come up and reach out. Taking star pose, go to the right, arms up, straight legs, angle the toes out, angle the heels in a little, goddess, bend the knees, hands to the knees, lining everything up as it makes sense for you. Stay down, inhale, sweep the arms around, sit up or stand up. Goddess, 2 more times as you sit. Inhale, come up. 1 more time, goddess, sit deep. Inhale up. Warrior 2 to the front. Readjust your feet, arms out. Now lower both hands to the mat, low lunge, and turn on the back toes. Low lunge twist, reach the left arm high, look up if you can. Lower the left hand and return to downward facing dog. You can hold it here or flow through. Coming forward to your plank pose, you can drop the knees to modify or keep the body in one straight line as you lower all the way down. In one straight line on the belly, untuck the toes, slide the arms back behind you, interlace fingers, and let the shoulders roll back a little bit. Keep the feet separating, then inhale, lift everything up, coming into a modified Shalvasana locust pose. Rolling the shoulders back, soften the eyebrows, come up, legs reach back, toes reach back, come up, inhale 1 more time, then exhale, lower down as you release the hands. Then option to either do a second locust pose, another, you can interlace fingers behind the back, lift, or if you want to take Dhanurasana bow pose, you can bend the knees, reach back, grab hands to your feet, set yourself up, choosing the back bend, press down, inhale, lift up, come up. Opening the heart forward, keeping the breath fired up. Lift and come up for 1 more big inhale. Then exhale, lower down, release your back bend, take it to child's pose, shift back. Separate the knees, toes together. You can reach the arms straight forward, or you can go the opposite direction with the arms sweeping behind you. Let's hold it here for another deep breath or so. And coming up onto hands and knees, we'll take it to pigeon pose. Bring your right knee straight forward, left leg back, so your right shin is almost at a 45-degree angle, or as close as you can get it. If the joints are agreeable, of course, modifying on the back if you need, as you need. Keep the hips level. You can use props, maybe a block or blanket under the right hip or thigh if you need, to avoid sliding off to the side. And reach the arms out, lower the head down, and we'll hold it here for about 2 or 3 deep breaths. And as you come out, slide the hands in, lift the head up, roll to the right leg, bring your left leg around for Janu Shirshasana. The left leg stays straight, the right foot close to the inner left thigh. Square off the hips a little bit toward the left leg. Walk your hands out and get as close as you can to your left foot. If you can grab it, great. If not, don't sweat it. Or if you have a belt or strap, you're welcome to use it. Wrap it around the foot to hold, lengthening the spine, soften the shoulders. We'll hold for another deep breath. Releasing, slide the hands in, head up. We'll take another twist. Lift the right knee up and step the right foot outside the left leg. Sit tall, twist over to the right side. Lengthen, look toward the right, maybe peek past your shoulder, and we'll hold it for another deep breath. Coming back through center, grab a little counter stretch as you go left. Come back to the middle and unwrap the right leg. Bend up at the knees, cross at your ankles, come forward, and we'll go pigeon the other way. Left knee forward, right leg back, sit tall. Lengthen, keep the hips level, use props if you need, modify if you need, and when you're good to go, slide the arms out, head down, keeping the breath moving. And coming out once again, slide the hands in, head up, roll to the left leg, bring your right leg around, Janu Shirshasana. Left foot close to the inner right thigh, square off the hips a little bit toward the right leg. Walk the hands out, reach for the right foot, use your props if you need, lengthen. Come forward, soften the shoulders back, and we'll hold it for another full breath. Releasing nice and easy, slide the hands in, return upright, lift the left knee, Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. Step the left foot over, then twist over to your left side. Find length along the spine, relax the shoulders, look left, maybe peek over your shoulder and hold it here for another deep breath. Bringing it back to center, little counter stretch, go right. Come back to center, unwrap the left leg, bending up at your knees, roll down onto your back. You can hug the knees in a little bit, maybe rock a little, happy baby. Any final stretch or release you'd like to take before settling into Shavasana. And if you're otherwise ready to do so, you can extend the legs out on the mat, setting yourself up, separate the feet, drop the arms out, turn the palms up and close your eyes. Feel free if you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket if it's a little chilly yet. As the body cools off, you might like a little covering. Otherwise, just let go, sink back, enjoy a moment or two for the body to restore and recover before you return to the rest of your day. Feel free to stay longer if you have time. I will otherwise leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.